Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 4, Episode 6, Family Business. I'm your host, Omikins. I'm in Omikins' chair. I'm your host, Dom. And with me is my co-host, Omikins.
Hi.
Down below me is Miss Clio, the fortune teller.
No.
And then down over there, that's just Rachel.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Just Rachel.
Wow,
Just Rachel.
Just
Rachel. I didn't have anything funny, clever, or witty to say for once in my life.
I was gonna say.
So, how are
I don't
you ladies?
recall you being clever, Dom.
Clevy? Did I say
Clevy?
clevy? I probably did.
Clever.
Clever, witty.
Clubby.
I'm all out of my element right now, as you can see. I don't.
Is that
have
an actual word?
I'm not out in the wintry forest tonight. I don't know even how I got here. I'm all dazed and confused right now.
Came in a tornado.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
I set you up for that one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you ladies
So
think
sorry.
of the episode?
This episode was great.
This episode was pretty good.
They're building up for the cliffhanger they're gonna give you at this freaking Christmas break.
The Frozen story's supposed to be resolved by then, so...
Oh, I never said it wasn't gonna be resolved. I said there's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Right. Yeah, my big gripe with this episode was the fact that we still haven't seen Henry. This is 2 episodes now with no Henry. What the hell is Henry doing?
Well, he was fishing with Hook.
He's 13.
We saw him.
We did?
Yeah,
Hello. Yeah, when they were looking at the tape, Henry was there.
Yeah, he was
he
like,
even says,
ice cream truck.
I noticed the
Oh,
ice
yeah,
cream
the
truck
ice cream
because I'm a
truck.
kid.
That's
Yeah,
all though.
okay, so he was there for like a whole 3 seconds.
What, do you want all Henry all the time?
I want an entire Henry episode.
I feel like we're gonna get that soon.
We
Later.
better.
He's
Probably.
13 and he needs his alone time.
Oh.
Henry time.
His Henry time.
Hang a sock on the door.
No. Anyway, speaking of socks, we get to meet Belle's mother. Wow, that transition was horrible.
That was horrible. That was really bad.
We get to meet
What a
Belle's mother,
Freudian
who was
slip.
beaten brutally by ogres.
What even was that?
I don't know. Speaking of socks, let's talk about Belle's mom being beaten by ogres. How the
Yeah.
hell is that even?
It's just a really smooth transition. I was hoping nobody would notice, so clearly they did.
Cleo's checked out.
She's been ignoring me for a while now.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. So
Like, my deal meter is not there.
So, unlike that segue, we did have a really nice segue into how Rumpel and Belle came to meeting in the first place. Like, why Rumpel even came to help their kingdom in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was actually a really good transition that was set up.
Mhm.
But how do you guys think Belle lost her memories?
Trauma?
She got hit in the head, didn't she?
Probably.
She bleeding from the head.
I don't know. She had blood. She had a thing on her arm, so
It
I don't
didn't
know.
look like her
Trauma?
head
Oh,
was
it's her arm.
hit
Okay,
at
sorry.
all. Yeah.
Also,
Sorry.
it gives us a really good time as when, like, it's the Ogre Wars. We know it's Ogre Wars, so we know that she met that. We know now. We get an idea of the time frame when everything is.
Well, because we know for sure that it couldn't have been the Snow Queen that stole her memories at that time, because the Snow Queen was in Arendelle with Elsa, so we know for a fact she didn't have anything to do with it.
No.
But do you think there's more to that story, or is her father lying to her? We
There's
know her
more to that
father's
story.
not a very nice man.
There might be something more and he doesn't want to remember, but a lot of people lose their memory when they have trauma.
Yeah, I mean, this episode reminded me how different this Philippe is from... Oh, not Philippe. What's her father's name? Fucking...
I can't remember.
He
I don't
runs,
know.
he runs
How-
the Game of Thorns, though.
Yeah, but just how different he is from the one from
Mm-hmm.
the the Disney
The
movie,
Disney,
and how
yes.
much I like her father in the Disney movie, and how much I don't like him in this, and it makes me sad.
Makes me
He's a
sad.
little more greedy, a little more.
Well, in this portrayal,
Yeah.
her
Well,
father
in this-
is royalty, and in the other one, he's like the
Exactly.
town fool.
He was an inventor. He was
Right.
Mhm.
the odd man. He wasn't a fool. He was just
To the
Wow.
Hey,
to-
look at
to
Maurice.
the town, he was a fool.
Maurice,
Yeah.
Maurice.
crazy,
Maurice.
crazy old Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like crazy old Maurice.
Me too.
But is he really royalty or is it just nobility?
No,
Or
royalty.
or someone rich guy?
No, they're royalty.
Okay.
They're like in charge of things, and
In charge of things. That sounds really important. But then we get to see, a flashback of Anna in the past, with Belle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we get to see her take Belle to see the rock trolls to try to get her memories back. And the whole process for restoring them was kind of interesting because we had the he just like sucked purple ooze out of her face.
it was more like energy,
It was like
magic coming from her.
her
head.
memory.
It was
Her memory.
she
pushed
extracted
back.
he extracted the memory she
Yeah.
couldn't remember,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's
blocked.
gone forever.
They were blocked.
Is it?
Or is
It got shattered. I would assume
Can't the rock troll just do it again?
no,
No.
because he took the memory out of her head.
Yeah, it's in.
Gave
was
it to
in-
her to brew in a tea, and when she drank it, she would remember. But the memory is the rock, and the rock is destroyed, so she cannot get those memories back.
Unfortunately.
Can we talk about the fact that they actually put in Oaken?
Oh my god, he was so fucking cute. Like I couldn't handle it.
I
He
know.
needed to be about 3 times bigger, but
Yes.
he was perfect.
That was amazing.
Wait, what?
I missed it too. I didn't hear what Rachel said.
Oaken,
Oaken.
the shop owner,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. He was
would
cute.
you like to try the sauna?
Promoting that
It's
sauna.
50% off for a friend of Anna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was so cute. I was waiting for when she
super creepy.
mentioned it. When
He's
she mentioned
adorable. He's not creepy.
I know.
So creepy.
He's
I
one of the
love
best
those.
characters.
If I walked
in
into that
Frozen.
shop and this dude is trying to push a sauna on me, I'd be out of there in a heartbeat.
You're not a pretty lady.
He probably, offers
Well,
the
if you
sauna to
notice-
everyone.
Yeah, if you notice in the movie, the cartoon movie, he said my family, and his family was a man and the kids.
Yeah.
So it is the theory that he is gay, and
Yeah.
I hope that's true.
I'm pretty sure he is.
That's cool. I like
It's been- I mean-
diversity. Yeah.
I think it's been denied, but who cares?
No, I just love the fact that they brought him in.
We get to see a flashback of Anna talking to Elsa in the past and straight up lies to her, said she didn't find out anything. And she says that she wants to do it to protect Elsa. But why? Why not just tell her the truth?
That's
You
a
mean
hard
in the
truth.
present?
No,
You
it's
the
mean
flashback.
we see her talk to Anna in the past and then lie to Elsa in the present?
Mm-hmm. Wait.
No.
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 She.
When she lies about what she found at the Enchanted Forest.
No, yeah. When Anna in the past sees Elsa in the past and tells her she didn't find
Oh,
anything.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
You lost me.
That's a big truth to just blurt out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a harsh truth.
It really is.
I mean, and honest type person doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings and doesn't want to, she's the lack of a better term. She's the goody goody. She's not.
Well, The first thing that Elsa's gonna think is that her
Her parents
parents
don't
were afraid of her. So,
Or her parents
Yeah.
didn't
Probably
love
not
her, or they didn't
from-
care.
Yeah.
So
It just seemed to me in the Frozen movie that Elsa wished she didn't have her powers to begin with. She wished she was normal. So this is something that Anna could give her.
In the movie, it's not that she wishes she was normal. She just wants to control it and is trying to control it in the wrong way. She's trying to control it by burying it inside of her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how you control it.
She was told to be normal, not necessarily that she wanted to be normal.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
There's no evidence that she ever wanted to be normal.
She just wanted
control, and she went about finding control in the wrong way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Then we see Belle in present day lying to Elsa, mainly because of her guilt.
Oh,
this show is turning into Supernatural with all the lies. I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
Lies.
I mean, Belle was the last person to see Anna before the Snow Queen took her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, what does the Snow Queen even want with Anna? Just shut her up and keep her locked away, or does she want something else?
She wanted the family, the perfect family, and she thinks that Anna's going to take it away because she found that hat in her bag, and she thinks that that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah, I think it's not that she wants the perfect family. She wants her two sisters back. She wants what the three of them had before whatever drove them all apart.
Yep. Mm. And she thought she could have that, but when she found that,
Anna.
Yeah, when she found that, and Anna automatically, she thinks the worst, and anyone gets in the way of her happiness.
Anna's being skeptical, and when she finds, all of these lies that Ingrid was telling her, she just gets even more suspicious and nervous that she's gonna hurt Elsa.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ingrid was put into that urn for a good reason, so I'm pretty sure Anna picks up on that.
Mm-hmm. Something, yeah. For some reason she was put into that urn. We don't know yet. Well, maybe she was put there by her.
And there's some reason why they erased her from all of Arendelle's records.
Well, not just her. They erased Helga too.
Helga, yeah.
There's definitely more to the story than what we have so far.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lies.
Right. We have Anna and Elsa's mother is named Gerda.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Silver in chat is saying that Gerda is the name of a character in the Snow Queen who Frozen Anna is based on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have that. The other two sisters they're Ingrid, which is the Snow Queen, and
Helga. Who, we don't know anything about her.
Who is Helga?
We don't know.
I think something when they were, or however old they were, the three sisters, when
Helga and Ingrid got taken or disappeared, vanished, however they said it.
They disappeared. I think that there was an accident. Something happened to Helga as a result of Ingrid's powers, and they buried her. You put her in the urn or whatever and buried it, the whole incident. And that's probably why Ger something, whatever the mother's name is, is so afraid of that power, because she saw what happened to her sister.
Yeah. It's just, being afraid and not understanding. And you don't know, maybe Gerda saw something and she's just not saying what she saw.
Well, Gerda's dead now, so.
Well, yeah, but maybe that's what she wrote in the message in the bottle or something.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about the message in the bottle.
Yeah. We're going to have to find that sometime.
I forgot. You're right. I totally forgot that was a thing.
Do you think Helga has powers too?
She might. I mean, if it runs in the family,
Yeah. It's possible, but I think more likely Helga was the victim of or the victim of whatever accident with those powers.
So What does Emma have to do with the Snow Queen?
She's just trying to rebuild her family.
Yeah.
She just happens to look like Helga.
Helga. Mm-hmm.
It's more than that because the Snow Queen's been following her.
Could Helga be like a relative of Emma's? Like a great grandma?
Then wouldn't that be a relative of either Snow or Charmy?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, but it would depend on how old the sisters were when the incident happened, when they disappeared.
Right. It just.
But it
seems
couldn't
like
be
too much of a stretch connection to me right now. I mean, they're gonna have to shape it up a little bit better, but right now it just seems like a big stretch.
Yeah.
Well, since they are royalty, it wouldn't be a relative of David's. It would have to be a relative of Snow's.
Well, that's.
Or could it be David?
Well, no, they're royalty, but David really isn't royalty.
If Helga was switched away from Arendelle and planted in an enchant forest, she probably does know who she is, and she started off poor.
Yeah, and we don't know their family line. Henry. Oh God, David.
Yeah. We just know his father was a drunk, and
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the prophecies stated the Savior shall become Ingrid's sister, so that doesn't necessarily mean they're related.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be a spell, and the prophecy's coming to fulfill it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really say the reason that she took an interest in Emma is because she looks like Helga, because she was following her since she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be a deeper meaning than, oh, she looks like her now that she's an adult.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe she is a relative of Snow's, because she had to have known when she was born. I know, my cat. She's still pissed off.
Who's pissed off?
My cat.
Before we get into some of the actual deeper stuff, I just wanted to mention the Hook. Hook mentioned that he was 200-ish years old.
Yeah.
So that makes him a lot younger than I thought they were, because I thought Rumpel was 700 years old, and that would make Rumpel almost the same age, give or take about 30 years.
Give or take.
There was an interview with Robert Carlyle.
Oh, I see.
Where Robert Carlyle said that Rumpelstiltskin was about 300 years old at the time of the first curse.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Hook is probably closer to 250. He said more like 200. He didn't give an exact age. So I'd say Hook is actually closer to 250 than he is 200.
You never know, yeah.
But,
yeah, well, I mean, just from, the way they dressed, being of the Queen's Navy, or the King's Navy, or whatever, what have you, it does seem
really mention.
it does seem like, and that's assuming that he came from our realm originally, 17 or 1800s. Well, 1700s probably, more like American Revolution times. So yeah,
they never really mentioned, exactly where it came from, what time or anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, they don't. But I've always been judging by how their uniforms looked, and that's very around the time of the American Revolution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought they said something about the first Ogre War was 700 years or something. I thought I remember that, and I was under the impression that the first time we met Rumpel, that was the first Ogre War, but that may not have been.
I thought that was the second Ogre War.
Okay, so that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, because he injured himself so he wouldn't have to fight in the Ogre Wars.
Yeah, and I thought that was the second Ogre Wars or something.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And I was just trying to figure it all out in my head. I don't remember if Balefire or Neil ever said how old he was.
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Because he's definitely younger than Hook.
Yeah.
Because he spent time in Neverland as a child, and then he spent time out of the curse, and he grew up, and I think physically he's older than Hook.
Yeah.
Because he spent more time out of the curse, 20-something years out of the curse.
Yeah.
If you meant, so that would put Hook in his late 20s, right?
I guess. Maybe a little older.
Because Neil's probably mid-30s, I want to say, right? Or was before he passed away. I don't remember if his gravestone said how old he was now.
No, I don't think it did. It might have been.
Usually gravestones have
the
date
day
of birth and date of death, not how old you are.
Well, that's what I mean.
I know.
You could have figured it out by then, but
they wouldn't put
birth would be really awkward too, because that would have been like 200 years ago.
Exactly.
It's also not. It's also not our calendar. It would be when he was
Enchanted
born. It would have been
Forest.
the Enchanted Forest's calendar. We don't know how that works. It's been confusing.
It is. That's,
math, maybe.
That's why that one line by Hook just really, like, I'm not even kidding. I paused it and I started going on Wikipedia, like, in the middle of me watching the thing, because I'm like, this doesn't even make sense to me anymore, because I was positive Rumpel was like 700 years old.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, well, then I found the tweet, or it was an interview, I think, with EW, where Robert Carlo said that Rumpel was about 300 at the time of the curse, the first curse, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I'm so confused now. But
my world is shattered.
It is, pretty much. It's like when I found out the Brave Little Toaster was actually a girl. I was like, what?
Are you serious?
Wait, what?
Yes. Brave Little
Toaster
my god.
Is a girl. My childhood would have been 1,000 times better if I knew that. Not even kidding.
Agree.
Yeah, and I think they revealed it for sure. It was in like one of the sequels, but it's actually been confirmed as being canon outside of those.
I have to watch that again. Excuse me, I have to go.
But so speaking of Rumpel now, since we kind of switched gears onto him, Rumpel had to pretend to use the dagger there.
Lies.
Yeah,
how do you keep up with them? You can't.
Did you notice Belle's scarf?
Yes,
No.
Knives.
It had knives all over it.
Oh,
Daggers. Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's not subtle.
No.
Not at all. Are you guys
I was
surprised,
like, that's a cool scarf.
Are you guys surprised Belle used it in the first place?
She was desperate to right a wrong.
She was desperate, yep.
A little surprised, more disappointed than surprised.
Yeah. I was like, Belle, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And I was like, he's not gonna do it, and he had to. He had to keep up the charade.
Which can't last forever.
It's the fancy way of saying charade. It's the charade.
I really feel like
it's
this
shopping
episode.
At Target.
This episode really made me feel like I was watching Supernatural. I'm like, you have to be kidding me with all these lies right now.
This episode was very outside the realm of like normalcy when it comes to the storytelling.
Well, it's kind of like everyone. It's kind of showing that everyone has a secret. Even the good have secrets, and
So where's Charming and Snow's secret?
Well,
they've had secrets before.
Maybe their secret is they know what happened to Helga.
No,
perhaps.
I don't know, or that they know.
I don't think they have. I mean, we've been into their secrets with the whole Pan arc.
Oh yeah.
So
when he was keeping the secret of dying or whatever.
They're not due for secrets for a little bit.
Secret.
They're exempt for secrets for now.
You know, I just had a completely side tangent moment. You know what would be really creepy is if baby Neil grew up to look exactly like Neil.
No.
That'd be really
That would
creepy.
be creepy.
Gross.
At least we'd get him back on the show.
That's true. We'd have to jump like 30 years though.
Oh.
It's fine.
I know, right?
We can do it. Just get an old man to play Henry. It's fine.
Oh God.
And skeletons to play the rest.
No, just have another curse and have Henry
Just hit him.
Just
hit him. Just slap him on the hand. Just slap him on the hand, Umi. Just do it.
I can't
You're right there.
reach.
You can't reach.
Oh,
You'd have to go all the way around the room and pop out through the curtains behind me.
Damn it.
But I could reach her. Oh, I almost pulled the headsets out again. Did I get my hand in front of the camera? I don't even know.
I couldn't see.
She totally dodged that too. She's like, nope.
She's good at dodging things.
Yeah. So in the meantime, Belle has been creeping through the Ice Queen's snow cave. And she stumbles across the Snow Queen's mirror.
Which is awesome.
Not necessarily stumbles across it, calls to her.
Yeah, her dark
evil
side
stuff.
calls out to her.
Yeah. I thought that was
At first I thought it was Anna. Like Anna was trapped in the mirror.
I thought it was too, yeah.
I did too.
Because she sounded distinctly not Belle. Which is a testament to her acting.
She was speaking in a deeper, raspier, echoey voice.
Mm-hmm.
So
a little more menacing.
Heavier voice.
Yeah. No, it was definitely totally changing the voice. Like I didn't recognize it at first. It took me a little bit. But the mirror kind of revealed the truth to her. It wasn't so much dark as it was revealing the truth.
What she already knew. What she knew in her heart. What she has to know all the stuff. She's just not wanting to look
it's
at
not
it.
like the mirror lied to her. It literally told her all the truths.
It really did corrupt her, though.
It did corrupt her, yes.
She wouldn't have swung at Rumple if it didn't.
I thought she slit his throat.
So did I.
Yeah.
I thought when he went back like that, I thought his head was gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Well, I watched Sweeney Todd last night, so you know.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, and then we see Rumple takes Belle back to the shop, and then, you know, he's still got the cut, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I did this, and sorry I kept secrets from you, and she starts crying, and then Rumple's just like,
yeah, it's okay.
It's fine, because I'm keeping secrets from you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, I'm sorry I kept the secret because I know you would never keep a secret from me. And I'm like, yeah.
Sure.
Suck it.
Sure. Yeah. Perfect.
But then Rumple goes and has this would be a second meeting with the Snow Queen, this episode, and he kind of reveals the Sorcerer's Hat, because in the previous meeting, she accused him of not having any leverage over him, and he brings the Sorcerer's Hat and is like, I have all the leverage, bitch.
She was like,
exactly.
Neener.
It's like, don't taunt the Dark One. Come on, seriously.
It's the worst thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
I would not taunt the Dark One from this podcast, because I'm afraid that he'd just like show up behind me through the curtain and be like, what did you say, dearie?
Robert,
I would laugh if Mike walked through the curtain right then. Or Mia. That would have been funny.
But why is Rumple covering for the Snow Queen? Like, he's still keeping her secrets, too.
Because he wants something.
Well, I think her secrets and his secrets overlap somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's that hat had to have changed hands from the Snow Queen to back to the sorcerer. Yeah. Because it ended up in his house. Or what we think is the sorcerer's house.
Was it
could that be the Snow Queen's house?
It could be.
It could have been.
But they said it was abandoned since the new
curse. The house was abandoned.
But they knew where she lived, and it wasn't that house. Because they said they searched her house.
Could it be her summer?
And that she was already... I don't know. I don't think that the hat stays in her possession, because if that was her house, why would she not have the hat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be something she would need on her at all times for protection.
I'm thinking there was some kind of deal made.
Yeah.
At some point.
I think something happened. The Snow Queen, Rumple crossed paths with the sorcerer. The hat exchanged hands. Whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I just want to know when the Snow Queen and Rumple first met, because they clearly knew each other. I don't know, because they toy with the idea of she was in the Enchanted Forest, which we've seen. Well, Arendelle anyway, but
yeah,
did she go to the Enchanted Forest and then?
Well, that's what I was I was theorizing.
Right.
That since she in the flashbacks we have seen, she now has the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So something must happen.
Could she have, run into Rumple trying to get into the hat, or trying to figure out what happened to Helga, or, I think there was some kind of, she went to him or something, and there was some kind of deal made.
Yeah.
Well, she did
as far as
in the real world before she went to Storybrooke.
Yeah.
So there's some slip up there, and it's possible that she lost the hat.
I just want to know how she got from the Enchanted Forest into the real world.
Yeah.
The land without magic, because
she got there before Emma did.
Mm-hmm.
She got there before the curse even dropped.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before Emma. Because that happened
Because
at the same
otherwise
time.
she wouldn't have been able to leave.
So it is possible that is Elsa's castle from Arendelle that's just changed because of the curse. And it just got left there.
What? The new
The
house? You mean?
The summer house.
Yeah.
Ingrid's summer house.
Oh. That's not her summer house.
No. Elsa's house. Anna's house.
We don't even know where Anna is.
You mean the house that
Belle
and Rumple
had
had their
their
honeymoon is the Arendelle castle?
Yeah.
But Arendelle was not part of the curse.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
The second curse could have did something.
We don't know if it was part of the curse or not.
Well, I feel like we would have known.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it.
If it was not part of the curse, that means Elsa now, who has not aged because she's.
But
been
that's
in
because
Rumple's
she was
vault.
in the
Was in the urn.
I understand that. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm disputing.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Okay.
That everybody else now in her town, all her subjects and everything, would be 200 years old and have died.
And there's kids, and I think
So who's been running the place without that?
Hans and his brothers, and
No,
they're
Hans
dead.
is frozen.
Or frozen.
Well,
Hans
he-
is not
he's-
dead. He's frozen.
well, his brothers aren't.
It's true.
Yeah,
Actually, it's not 200 years. It's what? The first curse was 28
23?
28 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Still.
however old Emma is. Yeah, it's 28 years, so, like, that's still, like, basically 30 years that went by, and, like...
They're 60. If they were 30...
So, if Anna would have to be in Storybrooke, otherwise she would have aged 30 years if she wasn't part of the curse.
Well, it depends on how the Ice Queen, Snow Queen, keeps her imprisoned. Because I don't think she's going to keep her in that cell. I think she's going to find another way, maybe a snow globe, something like that, to keep Anna in.
And Kristoff, who is probably still in Arendelle, would have aged 30 years. The reindeer would have aged 30 years.
I have a
Sven
feeling
would
we're
be
going to
dead.
see Kristoff soon in
Yeah.
Storybrooke.
Well, we don't. The thing is, we don't know what happened.
Right.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
could have went to the Enchanted Forest looking for Anna, thinking she went back there.
I'm going to
You don't know.
assume that it functioned like Korra's little area did, where it was engulfed in the curse, but it didn't
Like
come
a
over.
stasis bubble.
Yeah, some kind of stasis happened. That's my assumption,
Yeah, maybe.
to keep the timeline intact, because when you
Yeah.
start playing around with this, then things get all haywire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or then again, they could age a lot slower in the Enchanted Forest. We don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, think about thousands and thousands of years ago, people lived longer.
It's true. Finally, I think the last thing to really touch on is Robin Hood and Regina.
I feel so bad for her.
Regina finally admits that she can't save Marion.
Well, maybe that will be the act of love that will save Marion. Because if he doesn't say it has to be an act of love towards her, just an act of love, and her act of love, her love for
I don't
Robin
know
Hood.
why. I don't know why no one's thinking of the kid.
Yeah,
Throw the
send
kid at
Robin
her.
in
The
there.
kid loves his mother.
Yeah.
I know. Well, they keep thinking true love's first kiss. True love's first
I
kiss.
know.
And they're not thinking, that it's an act of love, not true love's first kiss. It's
And
an
Alice
act.
is too preoccupied to assist on that matter.
If True Love's kiss was to work, wouldn't Robin and Regina's kiss save her?
No,
No.
Why?
No, because
because the true love's kiss works because it involves one of the two.
I'm saying
Who
an
are
act of
cursed.
true love would be, Regina helping her, but she's doing it because she loves
Robin.
Robin. It is an act of true love, but it's convoluted, but it can be that.
But that doesn't affect Marion.
Yeah,
Regina,
The same way-
does.
The
it
same
would
way,
have to be
no,
Robin
but the same
doing
way,
something to Regina for Marion.
the same way love's true kiss works, where it's like one of the two is the victim of the curse. an act of true love needs to be towards the person who is cursed.
Right. So that means Regina couldn't do it. It would have to be Robin.
Or Roland.
But Robin doesn't love
Roland.
Robin or Roland. Regina couldn't do it because she doesn't love Marion.
Robin's not gonna.
No.
That's not gonna work.
He's not gonna.
That's not how love works.
Right. No, I know.
Don't just focus on someone else. Is it?
Yeah,
But she never thought that through. How is he gonna fall back in love with his wife when she's frozen?
Well,
Robin just
Regina
let it go.
Regina can't think it through because she needs to shut him out or she'll break down. Like she's.
Oh yeah.
She has to be like.
I'm wondering how many times she's thought about ripping her own heart out.
No, I think she's. I don't think
I
she's
said
ever gonna do
thinking.
that
I don't
again.
think she will do it. But I think how many times has she thought about it?
How many times she entertained it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think she's learned her lesson. She's never going to do it again.
Well, she wanted to rip it out during when they lost Henry. Neverland, but Emma caught her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they did it again. She was thinking about it again. Well, she did take it out. When they got sent back. To the Enchanted Forest after the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
Since she buried it.
Well, that's because because the Wicked Witch needed it.
Yeah, she was trying to keep it from the Wicked Witch. Robin had it. It went to the witch. We don't know where it is. Did she put it back in? I don't know.
I think she did. She did, because that's how she was able to use her light magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Because she had that love for Henry.
Yep. You ladies have anything else for this episode?
I want some ice cream.
Want some ice cream?
I want ice cream.
How about Rocky?
Sauna? You want sauna? How about sauna? Do you want to go in the sauna?
50% off for Anna's friend.
Anyway, next week.
Fucking love Oaken.
I love him.
The episode is called The Snow Queen. In it, Emma captures the Snow Queen and interrogates her at the sheriff's station.
Captures her. Sure, she
does. Captures.
But the Snow Queen uses her prior knowledge of Emma to try to persuade her into thinking that they are more alike than she could possibly imagine. Regina and Robin Hood's relationship grows increasingly complex as they struggle to find a way to save his dying wife. Emma begins to see what she missed out on by not growing up and being a family with Snow and Charming when she sees how involved Mary Margaret is in baby Neil's life.
Well, we saw this coming.
Yeah, this is something
I
think we talked about in the first couple episodes. We were talking about whether or not she was jealous or would be jealous of the baby.
I don't know if it's jealousy, just...
It's not jealousy.
It's not jealousy of the baby, but it's jealousy of the relationship between the baby and Snow and Charming. And Henry begins his after-school job in Gold's shop while trying to help Regina find a clue to the identity of the author of the storybook. We finally get to see Henry in the shop in action.
Yay! Apprentice time!
Yes. Meanwhile, in Arendelle of the past, we learn about the origin of the Snow Queen and her familial connection to Elsa and Anna as we see her discover her spectacular yet deadly ice powers.
Interesting.
Nice.
So it should be super, super entertaining. This week's going to be a good episode.
Yes.
I love backstories, and this is
definitely I'm taking my laptop with me to. I will watch it Sunday.
Why am I on camera twice?
This is what I'm staring at.
Oh, they're staring at a book.
A book.
Well, on that note, I think we're done.
Yep.
So, Clio, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Clio Moto all over the internet.
All over it.
All over it.
And in the closet.
And in the closet. I happen to be in a closet.
You are in a closet.
Cleo, come out of the closet.
You're in a prison? What?
I'm in a prison.
You're in a prison?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Rachel,
Kelly's in the
where
closet.
can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Savannah17.
Excellent. Omikins. Where can the people find you?
On Twitter, at LadyVenom24. And I can't spell it. Just can't see it.
You can't spell it? You don't...
Don't argue, Dom. Just keep it rolling.
You can find me down below at Phenomedom, Phenomedom. Oh, wait.
Phenomedom.
Phenomedom. Guess what? I could spell and not see at the same time. I must be special.
Phenomedom.
And I think the problem is, if I was trying to spell it, you'd make a funny face, and then I couldn't spell it anymore.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, you can find all of us and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, and MySpace, and right here on YouTube /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until next week. See you guys
The
later.
balcony is closed.
Things and stuff, and bangs and hi. Hi.
Oh, look, you're in 2 cameras now. That was lovely.
Wow. And I was gonna sing the 2 Hats song.
You're welcome, Internet.
That was charming. Just
Perfect.
magical.
Perfect.